So we're going to talk about the tools that you need when you're off-roading. So these are like, what kind of wrenches, sockets, any kind of tool that you need is what we're going to be talking about. It's not bringing your entire toolbox with you. It's bringing what you think would be things you would need if you break down. So let's get started. So this is the toolbox I have on my truck for going off-roading. Got some duct tape, I just keep it up here. Got some rope, and in here I got a couple clamps and a couple little bolts. So nothing much up here, but like I said, this fits behind my seat in my truck. So it just fits in a nice spot. I don't have to take it in and out. Every time I'm off-roading, I just keep it in the truck. And the nice thing is, because this tool set's kind of a universal set, I bring it out a lot to work on the RV or a couple things around the house. So it's actually a pretty good set, even though it's cheap stuff in here. So let me dump it out. Okay, so let's get started. So this, even though it looks like I may or may not ever use this thing, it's actually a pretty neat little tool. It's got all the sockets from 10 to 19, and they're through, so you can, if they're bolts, you gotta get on there, you can get on there. So it's gonna be the hardest thing in the world to actually use, because you're gonna have to wiggle this thing around, work it around. It's not the greatest tool, but on an emergency, I don't mind having this. This is a nice socket set that's easy to have and short and small. So, not the everyday use, but on an emergency, this is a good socket set. And like I said, compact. Now, wrenches. So I have 7mm through 19. This is again, it's a cheap Harbor Freight Pittsburgh set. The Pittsburgh set does not come with size 18. I don't know why. Every wrench set I see does not come with 18. So just go to Home Depot or Harbor Freight, buy a 18mm wrench. Then you'll have a complete set. So again, Harbor Freight, not the greatest, but not the worst stuff. These are Pittsburgh, so they're pretty good. This is a complete crescent wrench set, and I actually use this quite a bit on my RV or on the house. So this is actually a really nice crescent set, and it's actually pretty tough and tight. So I give them credit for this. But like I said, you need this when you have emergencies off-roading. Good thing to have. I have, there they are. I have a name brand crescent wrench, which is really, really nice. And then I have this cheap thing that sucks. But again, sometimes you need two. Have a nice, good, solid, expensive set, and a cheap thing here. This one's probably like 20 bucks or something, and this thing is probably like $4. So you need a good one and a bad one. Vice grips. Vice grips, you need Vice grip brand. The generic ones are horrible. There's no such thing as a good generic vice grip. So you need a good small one and a good big one. These are necessities. Got to be Vice grip brand. Like I said, generic ones, horrible. I'm all about buying cheap stuff, but that you can't cheap out on. Screwdrivers, you just need a nice big flat one and a Phillips. Flat one you can use for prying with a pry bar, so there's a lot of options for this, but these are the two you need. A nice skinny screwdriver, so a flat screwdriver. This is used to, there's a lot of little tiny intricate things you need to access, like fuses and other things to do with this, so it's nice to have a small one. And just a universal Phillips, straight head. You know, 2 sizes. I actually use this a lot too on the RV. So, nice screwdriver. Needle nose pliers. Again, cheap, Harbor Freight, Pittsburgh. They're not bad. They're not great, but they're not bad. Small, large. There's cases when you need either or. So get both of these in your set. And like I said, even this box, I want to say I bought it at Harbor Freight, but let me show you the name of it real quick. I'm not sure where I bought it, but that's the name, Voyager. There's even a SKU number there, but item number 96602. But this is a good box. I really like this box. Fits everything in it nicely. Fits behind the seat. Pair of cutters with a nice flat snub nose on it. This is nice because there's multi-cases and multi-areas you would need this. So you don't just need needle nose, you need one of these. Now here is the Allen wrenches. Any kind of set you need, just get a set of Allen wrenches and get a set of Torx bits. This is a nice Torx bit set because, you know, it would suck to use this every day because you'd have to stick it in there and then pull it out and keep going over and over and over. Horrible for daily use, but in an emergency, I have all my Torx bits right there. So emergency use great, daily use it would be horrible. And last but not least, you need electrical tape. There's many cases besides electrical stuff that you need this. You may need a piece of tape that has flex that can pull things tight, or has flex that is going to be flopping around. There's just a lot of cases where you do need electrical tape. You can even combine it with the duct tape. So even, you know, and of course there's electrical stuff that you have a short or something. So there's cases for this all around. I always have a little roll in there. So that is the toolbox. And like I said, this thing is nice. It's compact. You can see how compact it is. Fits everything in there nicely. I use it around the house a lot, and I just leave it in the back of the truck. That way I have it if I need it off-roading. I won't forget it when I'm going off-roading, because you better have that toolbox when you're going off-roading. So that's it. And if you like what we're doing, please subscribe. We'll see you next episode.